The Young and the Restless, Y&R recap for Wednesday, April 23, reveals that Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will storm out over Billy Abbott's Jason Thompson ultimatum, so Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, will witness some chaos. Let's talk about all the hostility and surprises on Wednesday's Y&R episode. At Crimson Lights, Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Grazietti, will admit he's hoping Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, will teach him to play the guitar. It'll be just the kind of project Daniel's looking for right now, so Tessa will decide she's in. Once Daniel grabs the guitar Danny Romalotti, Michael Damian, once gave him for his birthday, Tessa will talk him through his first lesson. Daniel's playing will sound pretty rough, but he'll want Tessa to promise she won't give up on him. At the GCAC, Sally will vent to Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, about Phyllis' emotional blackmail and how she's exploiting Billy's sympathy. Audra will sense that Sally feels threatened by Phyllis, but Sally will try to act like she's just annoyed and worried about all the drama Phyllis brings to the table. However, Audra will fish to find out if Sally's concerned about Phyllis wanting more than a business partnership from Billy. Sally will admit the thought has crossed her mind, but she'll hope Billy wouldn't go down that road with Phyllis again. Audra will push Sally to play dirty against Phyllis, so that'll give Sally something to think about. After Holden Novak, Nathan Owens pops up and tries to make flirty small talk, Audra will seem tense and dismissive. Sally will pick up on the strained vibe and suspect Audra is holding back when it comes to her history with Holden. Since Holden clearly isn't giving up, Sally will privately advise Audra to keep Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, away from him. Once Sally exits, Holden will approach Audra again and try to buy his buddy a drink. Audra will act like she's too busy making preparations for her new company, so Holden will want to learn more and will hint about exploring fresh opportunities. At Nate's apartment, he'll inform Amy Lewis, Valerie Pettiford, that her doctor called from Chicago with news regarding her treatment. Since Amy is responding well so far, she'll be the perfect candidate for a treatment center in Boston. Nate will reveal that a spot just opened up, but he'll warn that Amy has to move fast. Damien will assure Amy that he'll pay for anything insurance doesn't cover and will ultimately offer to charter a flight there tonight. Amy will get upset over leaving Damien, Nate, and Audra behind, but Nate and Damien will stress the importance of her taking this chance to score more time with the people she loves. Audra will eventually come home and get updates on everything, so she'll promise to pray for Amy every day and visit as soon as she can. Nate and Damien will accompany Amy to get her settled in, so that'll give Audra some time alone to call Victor Newman, Eric Braden. Audra will ask if the paperwork is ready to sign and express that she's excited to get started on their plans. At Billy's place, he'll try to convince Phyllis that Daniel's heart isn't in Abbott Communications. Billy will urge Phyllis to let Daniel go since he can't have any liabilities getting in the way. When Phyllis tries to protest, Billy will suggest he'll have to wish both Phyllis and Daniel well in their endeavors elsewhere if she doesn't cooperate. Sally will show up and see some of the conflict as Phyllis hints about rethinking this partnership. Whatever Phyllis decides, Billy will maintain that things are going to be on his terms. After Phyllis stomps off, Sally will grill Billy about what she just walked in on. As Phyllis Summers storms out of Billy Abbott's penthouse, her fury is palpable. She slams the door behind her, leaving Billy standing in stunned silence while Sally Spectra watches the aftermath with narrowed eyes. The tension between Billy and Phyllis has reached a boiling point, and Sally can't help but wonder if this is the beginning of the end for their business partnership or something more personal. Daniel's new passion and Tessa's encouragement. Back at Crimson Lights, Daniel Romalotti Jr. strums the guitar awkwardly, wincing at the off-key notes. Tessa Porter chuckles but offers an encouraging smile. "Hey, everyone sounds like that at first," she assures him. "You've got the basics down, now it's just practice." Daniel sighs, running a hand through his hair. "I just need something to focus on, you know? Something that's not work, not drama, just me for once." Tessa nods in understanding. Music's a good escape, and who knows? Maybe you'll be playing at the next GCAC open mic night. Daniel laughs, but there's a flicker of genuine interest in his eyes. For the first time in weeks, he feels a spark of excitement, something that doesn't involve corporate politics or Phyllis' latest scheme. Audra and Sally's scheming session. Meanwhile, at the GCAC,